What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol KPLT for Katapult Holdings. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. This, of course, will be an update. We've talked about it regularly in the past here, and the main thing to discuss is that we finally have a candle close underneath a very important area of support, which would tend to indicate that, from a technical perspective, we'll call that a breakdown, right? Also noting that from the daily chart, this could be drawn in as a descending triangle, right? Something like that, indicating that our highs are getting lower and our lows are essentially flat. We look for the breakdown here to take us into the next major area of support underneath, which arguably is the top of this prior gap from about 409 down to 362. Again, I'm not saying that it has to happen all in one day, all in one week even, but we are looking for downside continuation now that we've fallen out of that descending triangle pattern. Let's take a look through this at the lens, or let's take a look at this through the lens, there, of the 30-minute perspective. We can actually draw in that resistance trend line. If you're trying to play this one long, things don't really change until we can take this out to the upside. Let's extend that to the right here. And what you'll notice, of course, is we're quite far away from it, right? So there does need to be a significant amount of work put in before we even get back up into that resistance trend line. And when and if we get there, I would expect a pullback off of it on the first touch. So in terms of playable levels to the downside underneath this area in here, you can clearly see we have flat lows. That would signal more breakdown, right? So underneath 516, you're looking for that to open the door for lower. Maybe there's a bump in the road at this sort of double bottom in here around this 461. But again, the major area to pay attention to is really closer to $4.10. So those are downside targets. If there's a reversal back higher, some intermediate upside targets before the resistance trend line, I would pay attention to this $5.54 mark, noting that we had clear support in the past, then offering some resistance here. So a technical level, again, so I'm not even sure how you would get involved in this trade. I'm not seeing a setup here, but that would be an area to pay attention to if there's any sort of upside. Maybe we put in this as a double bottom, right? Something like this. That's kind of your neckline. Then you take the break there for the resistance trendline play, or just this next horizontal area at $5.87. That's kind of the only reason why I could see this moving higher, unless there's some sort of catalyst. I'm just not seeing it from a structural standpoint. I would really stand aside, let the dust settle, let this unfold to the downside now that we've broken down out of that descending triangle pattern. So please be careful here inside of Katapult. If you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the levels, let me know down below in the comment section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.